side of the map, and if he does that, then Stork's guaranteed to lose that entire army. Oh no, he's gonna go for the counter here, and man, this is really crazy. We have to see what happens. No, what is he doing? He's just losing his base, and then he runs his army away. Stork should just get out of there. Stork should just leave and go back to his side of the map and not get surrounded here. While Stork is just being hyper aggressive, going right for it. But his positioning is actually not bad at all. The Arbiter out of position, and I don't think it has any stasises, and this is actually going to go well for Stork. Okay, no, wow, great wow, what a stasis going off. Getting an Archon and a whole bunch of Zealots, and it looks like Stork's army is going to get cleaned up here, and Stork's going to have to fall back. And, I mean, you know what? He traded almost his entire army for that base, and I don't think that was such a good idea. I don't think it really worked out in his favor. Unless he's able to kill that base on the right of JangBi's, then Stork is a little bit behind in this game right now. Especially because he's going to lose Archon and all those Zealots as well. But I mean, what a crazy tight game so far. I think Stork actually has the upgrade advantage, which is keeping him a lot closer in these battles than maybe he would have been. JangBi 0-0-1.
Looks the same.
Stork.
No, both of them are +3 on weapons. +3, they're 3.
Oh, are they really?
So now, but that's what surprised me too, is when you take out a base, you're gonna have reinforcement advantage, but generally your opponent's gonna have a higher unit count than you. So if you just sit there and build up and not attack, but maybe I guess both of them were maxed out, and that's maybe why Stork attacked. But after you take out an opponent's base and you get an economic advantage. Yeah, but still though, and wow, look at Stork. He's attacking JangBi's base again. He really wants to stop JangBi from building up, and I think this may be almost a sign of desperation for Stork, because he's going for JangBi's bases and he can't really take out JangBi's army. And JangBi, oh man, that is not a good place to attack. Running through that choke, good storms from Stork, and JangBi kind of has Stork's army trapped there, and Stork kind of needs to get out of that area, but at the same time he's defending that base and still threatening that base up top with the cannons, running his observers into cannons, but he's taking a lot of damage with his zealots here, and it looks like, yeah, I don't know, he's almost trying to like bait JangBi's army. He's kind of like, he knows that JangBi's gonna move in there, and he's just kind of running some zealots up in there, and then he's completely ready with Storm though. The second JangBi goes in there, he pounces right on him with the Storm. So JangBi's really thinking twice about going up there, just making a bunch of cannons, but it looks like JangBi's actually gonna commit to it now. Moving up here, he gets barely through the bottleneck.
JangBi's gonna crush
no Archons for Stork. This is not good for Stork. Stork backing up into that. I don't know how many cannons he has in that base, but his army's in front. He's losing units rapidly here. No storms coming out from Stork. Oh my god, JangBi getting all those probes. Oh man, this is not looking good for Stork. I mean, Stork is going to lose this base, and he's going to get contained in his bridges, and he did take out that base of JangBi. So JangBi's reinforcements are going to be low, but I don't think Stork is going to be able to take out the army that JangBi has.
Stork's got a chance if he goes down and takes out that base as well. He needs to go down and kill that. He needs to go down and kill that Nexus. Oh, what are you doing, Stork? I mean, if he went down and killed that, he would have a chance in this game still, but now it's looking really bad for him. He's going to get some more kills here with these 4 cannons, but I mean, still not really good. Okay, so he's going to, actually, he's going over there. He's going to kill that Nexus, and he's going to get the other Nexus as well. So Stork's still not out of this, but it's not looking good for him. I mean, both players are pretty much fucked. But I think the biggest difference in this game at this point is the fact that JangBi has that Arbiter. Okay, actually, JangBi has built up enough units that he's going to be able to hold off those Zealots from killing the other Nexus. And Stork missed a great opportunity to kill an actual mining base, and he really only cleared out a damaged Nexus. I mean, Stork should have definitely done something more there. He needed to either kill that base down there, or maybe use those Zealots to trap JangBi's army in and kill it off. And wow, Stork is really, really Zealot heavy. I mean, he's lucky that JangBi doesn't have a massive amount of Archons, because if he did, it would totally crush. JangBi's lost most of his Archons in the last battle, and this might actually go wow. So many Zealots get stasis there. That was awful for Stork. And these storms ripped him up too. Wow, great storms by JangBi and great stasis, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be GG. Stork can't really fight this off at this point, and that Arbiter just made a huge difference. It made a crucial difference in 2 of the battles in this game, and that's enough to turn the tide in his favor. You know what? Like, I'm really surprised that Stork didn't go for the Arbiter himself, and I'm surprised that he made Dark Archons earlier, and he didn't make another one to just counter the Arbiter. I was going to say that earlier, but I mean, what a great use that would be. If you can just get a feedback off on the Arbiter, then the whole Arbiter is totally useless. I mean, the Cloak doesn't really do a whole lot, because you're going to have so many observers with your army, but those stasises are deadly. I mean, it just makes a huge difference. Oh wow, good job getting those storms. Wow, so many storms got off. Those are crazy last minute storms by Stork. Oh man, even more storms going on. It's really awesome storming by Stork, but it's just not going to be enough. He's at a military disadvantage and an economic disadvantage. So I mean, Stork is pretty much dead in the water at this point. I mean, what a crazy game we've seen so far, and those arbiters just made such a huge difference. I mean, that's really the most important thing in PvP late game is what you do with your armies, how those engagements turn out. You know what I mean? Both players get maxed out pretty quickly, but who can do the most with his maxed out army is the guy who comes out on top, and those arbiters really did it for JangBi in this game.
What a nerd.
That guy looks like fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a mix between like fantasy and 4GG. But anyway, GG from Stork. Man, JangBi just taking us to school a little bit there on late game PvP, going 2-0. And there was that one little time when Stork made a real decisive move, going for that bottom left base, and JangBi almost seemed hesitant and then kind of just stuck around and then engaged Stork's army. And I think that was really where Stork kind of made a mistake. I think JangBi kind of left a hole there where Stork went for that base, he took out the base and equalized the game, and then JangBi really didn't act, and Stork could have got his army back in position and taken a lead, but Stork decided to engage JangBi's kind of idle army, and JangBi was kind of okay with that because he was already in position. So wow,
Stork really should just take his advantage and run away.
Right. But anyway, you're right too. The stasis has just really turned around the battle, and I was surprised that Stork wasn't too caster heavy, and maybe that was because of the min only, because JangBi had that fourth gas faster, because he was maybe a little bit more caster heavy. But still, I think Stork could have done a little bit better in terms of High Templar, Dark Archon, Arbiter, because, I mean, remember the first engagement, Stork's storms are really pivotal. He showed us that he had at least somewhat better control in that battle than JangBi, so I'm surprised to see him kind of get behind in terms. But I want to wrap that up again. Let's move on to Game 3, so unless you have anything to say, we're going to Carthage.
No, I think we've covered most of the points here. I think that Stork played really well on some points, but the arbiters and the fact that, I mean, he had a great chance when he took out that base, and he should have just gotten his army. He had a great opportunity to go in, kill that base, and get his army back out, and just, you know, use that advantage. But he kind of threw that army away, even though that attack didn't necessarily go that badly for him. He still would have been much better off if he had just retreated and taken his own base, and that kind of fucked him. But I think we're getting close to turning this into 4 parts, and we don't really want to do that. So let's just end it here, and let's move on to the next game on Carthage. So peace out, guys.